Sonic the Hedgehog, and you're watching Figure 8. And this is Shadow the Hedgehog. You are watching Figure 8. Stay tuned.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of the Finalhazard podcast. I'm your host, Matt.
And I'm Seth. You know who I am.
Yeah, okay, buddy. Happy New Year, everyone. We're back. I know it's been quite some time since the last episode of the podcast dropped. We've been cooking
And busy at life at the same time.
Yeah,
It's crazy.
So a lot of things have happened in the past year, and it's just been kind of hard to lock down a nice long recording session for an episode. But I'm hoping that all the stuff that we did release last year outside of the Finalhazard podcast, you guys enjoyed very much, like our good old UA Anime Club.
Yes, going strong? Question mark. It's been a little bit of on a break because of the timing of life and stuff. But yeah, we did the Christmas episode. We watched the Tokyo Godfathers movie, which was really good. It's a really good episode. You should check out that movie and that episode once it's over. Yeah, and we covered. Last year was kind of the year of UA Anime Club for a little bit because it was we were doing the season 6 My Hero Academia like weekly reviews, which we're not doing again. This is fucking too hard. It's too hard to do a weekly like watch the episode, record the episode, release it the next day. Like that's not the format anymore. But when we were doing that was pretty. It was a challenge. It was a nice challenge that I'd like to. I liked the fact that I did though. It was cool.
We also brought back an old favorite, Lightspeed Flash. You guys seem to love that based on the analytics, but hey, what do I know? And then we also brought back the fellas. The fellas.
All my fellas. I just dated this video by saying that.
I hope you guys enjoyed that episode or that video because I worked on that for like 2 months, dude. 2 months, like 2 months straight, and hours of my life were put into that. So yeah,
I forgot we recorded that so early because we didn't want to repeat the last Christmas special, which came out on New Year's.
Yeah, so it's like, so we fucking recorded that in October. We recorded that in October, right? And then I was editing it from mid-October, all throughout November. I think I took a solid break during November, and then I did all of the work in December. Yeah, so like that, I was working on that video up until it was uploaded. So yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
That was a challenge, but I enjoyed the challenge. So we've been talking a lot about last year. So we're just gonna kind of go down a quick list of things that came out in 2023 that we would like to cover on the channel at a later, especially on this show specifically at a later date. But we will be just kind of going over what did come out. So 2023 was a very interesting year for Sonic overall. In June we got Sonic Origins Plus.
Which is technically, was that 2023 or is it?
Yes, that was 2023.
Okay.
Origins came out the year before. Origins like base, and then they added Amy and the Game Gear games in 2020.
All with horrible audio upon release, which I'm not sure if they fixed yet.
They fixed it. they fixed it ? And then they also fixed a bug. Basically you for like a very, very long time, you could not beat Sonic 1 while playing as Tails. Because once there's a spot in Labyrinth Zone where the game just fucking crashes and breaks, and it's like, and it was like that for like over a year, and they just fixed it.
Oh my god.
And wow, and then like in September, I want to say, was it September?
What was in September?
We got the final DLC update for Sonic, or final update for Sonic Frontiers.
I think that was September. Frontiers Final Horizons. This is the Google
September.
Foo.
It was September 28th. September 28th.
And
so like
that was the big last update for Frontier, quote unquote, last update of Frontiers.
They've been doing patches and stuff. That
I remember I never got to play that one because, frankly, I kind of lost interest in playing Frontiers. Like kind of midway through the game.
You were close to the end. You just had to stick it out. You had to stick it out.
I got tired of it. But
Yeah.
I watched everyone in like the group play the pre-patched final update, and like, yeah, it seems cool. It looked hard as shit though.
The
final boss was broken.
It was very difficult. And I think Frontiers has a lot of problems. That I want to like sit down with the same group we did our like little review podcast of the game with last year, and like talk about like the issues, but like just things like fucking, I need like big ass fucking signs in my face sometimes because I'm dumb, dude. Or like I need some like the game to tell me like if I'm doing something wrong, or like what the right thing to do is.
Right,
maybe
pre-patch there was like what you had to do is you had to hit the weak spot, but it never told you what the weak spot was, and the targeting reticle just didn't work from what I saw.
Apparently you're supposed to press down on the right stick to change targets, but the game never, and I mean never ever, tells you that you can do that at any point throughout the main game or the DLC. So
at least the time I was watching, like when you would do that, the two targets were so close together that the game would freak out and not pick the right one.
Yep. Classic.
The story was really cool though. Like I really liked the finale.
Yeah, it was great. Everything except for the gameplay was great.
It really tied like all the themes of the game together with like all the cutscenes and stuff. I could talk about that in a separate video.
And like I said, Shonen Sonic is I think is what we need from now on. No more weird American comedy. That's fine. But I won't
MCU humor.
No more MCU humor. And I won't become one of those Sonic interaction bait tweeters. No more of those opinions. I will continue.
Sonic does not buy groceries at the grocery store because all of them are not free, like the wind, like he is.
Sonic does not.
Sonic does not use a cell phone of any kind. He's a free spirit.
Why does Sonic? I hate like this idea that Sonic likes chili dogs because it's so Americanized. Like, what the fuck is going on?
Why does he play guitar?
Wow.
I feel like he should play a wind instrument.
No, it was like the tweet was like, I know that Sonic has been in a band, but like on everything, Sonic has Sonic is always the lead vocalist of the band. That man
That was
can't sing.
that was bait, and you took it. You took the
I
bait.
took it. I
saw.
took it, dude. I was so upset. I was so upset when after I realized it, because I was like, bro, come on, man, come on.
It was too good. It was too well disguised as like a bait, like those like interaction bait tweets. There's been a lot of conversation about like the characterization of Sonic in particular, and there's a lot of people who feel like we can get into this in like a larger like episode on the topic, but I think like there's a lot of people who will like see like something like I know there's differences between like the American interpretations and Japanese interpretations of the like the characters or whatever, but sometimes I see like they'll post like a cutscene or like a screenshot, and like in the English version Sonic's like, "Whoa, Tails, that was awesome, good job," and then in the Japanese version it was like, "Yeah, Tails, that was great, awesome job," and it's like the Japanese version is so much better. It's like they said the same thing.
But like, why does he keep playing the guitar, dude?
Oh, I don't know, dude. Because he's American.
No, it's not because he's a fucking American. It's like fucking because he's cool and guitars are cool, dude. Like, come on, man. Why did I repost it? Oh, that was an accident. That was an accidental retweet, and I didn't notice until just now. I've also doubled down on my hatred of Sally this year. Like I said, she should have never gotten up when Bro cut her wire. By the way, when Bro cut her rope,
that's a discussion for another day.
She should have never gotten back.
We'll do another Archie episode with Marty.
That'd be great. And then fucking Sega made the worst misstep of their entire lives. When they dropped Sonic Superstars to go up against Spider-Man 2 and Super Mario Wonder.
Yeah.
That was insane.
And price it at the same price point.
And that game is not worth $60.
Don't get me wrong. I like that game like a lot. It's a good game.
Yeah.
It is not a $60 game.
It's not a $60 game. It is not a $60 game by any means necessary. You can, dead ass. There are points where if you go in the hub world or something, and you just like clip through the floor, and you're just soft locked, and you have no choice but to restart the game.
Yeah, you'll like fall into the infinite abyss sometimes.
Like what the fuck is that? Like who said this was okay? Like how did this make it past game testing? How did this make it past play test?
What were they thinking? I don't know. It's
what were they thinking?
It's really strange. Like, and the music's not great. Some of it's pretty good. Like you'll be listening to like a level of music, and it'll be like Sonic Mania 2. And then you get to the next one, it's like Sonic 4 2. It's like, oh.
I liked most of the music that I've heard so far. I haven't finished the game yet. But
It's really inconsistent.
I've liked most of the music I've heard.
I think the song I don't like the most is the boss music.
Ah.
And when we get the rest of the guys together to do the Superstars episodes, we can talk about it a little more. But I just wanted to say, like right here and now, those bosses are too long. They are like 3 phases. Every boss is like 3 phases long, and you can only hit them like when they're like weakened or like they do like their complete attack cycle, and then they're done.
There was one boss in particular that I was fighting, and I was like, he's low enough that I can hit him. Mm-hmm. I don't understand why Sega keeps doing this. So in Sonic 1, you know the first boss, right?
Yeah.
You know you can like as he's flying in like base Sonic 1, Genesis Sonic 1, Mega Collection Sonic 1. You can jump up on, and I think Sonic Genesis, you can like jump up on the platforms and fucking hit that motherfucker like 6 times before he actually starts fighting. Before the fight starts. And I'm like, bro, give me that Sonic cheese back. Sometimes I don't want to fucking fight the boss. I just wanna break it.
Yeah, you feel really in character when you just blitz Dr. Eggman before you can even do anything.
Yeah, it's hilarious. I think all the Sonic 1 bosses you can do that because they all kind of like fly in the same. So like you can just jump
go
up
back and forth. Yeah.
They all just gonna like you can smack them before the boss starts, but Origins gets rid of it. Everything else gets rid of it. I don't fucking know. But
Speaking of things Origins didn't get rid of, they added Amy back into the mix. And
I am loving the resurgence of classic Amy. Cause like outside of CD, she was just like a nothing character, I think. She's just in CD, and then like and then they would put her in like a spin-off here and there.
Yeah.
And then it wasn't until like Adventure where we like finally like actually got her.
Yeah, when they made her like a character.
Yeah. Which I think is fucking incredible. It was really smart.
Yeah, and back to Superstars, she's in that, and like her gameplay was sort of like solidified in Origins Plus. And to tie it all in back to Superstars, like it's a good it's like a good classic Sonic game. It has great levels, has great like it controls really good. It just has these like issues that usually aren't a problem, but like
but but like I feel like since we're like Sonic fans and we play a lot of Sonic games, we're used to those issues, and we don't really like have too much of an issue with them because we're just used to them. We just get them all the time.
I don't know, dude. Bad music in a Sonic game is not.
Yeah, bad music in a Sonic game is fucking unacceptable.
Bad music in anything. I mean, sometimes music just gets fucked up like throughout the pipeline of like creating or whatever. But
why did they get Why did they get? You know, why did they get? You see, here's the issue, right? Well, I understand the need for multiple composers, right? Because like things like SA2 is like, I think is the quintessential what a Sonic soundtrack should be. And that game has multiple composers, right? But it has one lead composer, which is Jun Sonoy.
Right, and they attempted the same thing here with Superstars, but I don't know.
There's a huge misfire there.
Jun Sonoy is a great composer. I will get. He does great arrangements and he does great original compositions. He is a fucking guitar master. Like he's a fucking rock star, dude.
Exactly.
I will never doubt his ability to create music.
And I just
his obsession with using like a really poor recreation of like the Sonic 1 drums and the guitar, not guitars, but like melodies is just it's not good.
Like he worked on Sonic 3, right?
Yeah,
he was on Sonic 3, so like he knows what he's doing, but it's just like leave that shit to Otani, bro. And I feel like, and they also aren't utilizing him the way that they should. And I
think the last time Jun Sonoy directed a Sonic soundtrack was
Team Sonic Racing.
Yeah.
And that has its own problems. Greenlight Ride is probably one of the worst Crushworthy Sonic songs.
Dude, Greenlight Ride.
Greenlight Ride is really good in the beginning.
Dude, when it's like down, like it's like, oh yeah, this is gonna be the greatest song ever. And then like
and then fuck, what's his Johnny Gio at least starts singing, and I'm like, okay, bro.
Start singing the weakest lyrics.
I'm like, okay,
for a
bro.
Crush 40 song. And I don't want to rag on Crush 40 because obviously they're fucking legends.
Mhm.
But like that was the one like, oh man.
And then it kind of, and it's like sometimes it makes me upset because I'm like, I really like Crush 40, and then they do like Team Sonic Racing soundtrack, and I'm like, okay, now I understand why they're not getting you back for games, but like because I feel like they've lost their touch, and I don't want them to lose their touch.
I'm gonna say
put,
right now,
yeah.
because this or last year, I guess,
You went to
us and
Sonic
the,
Expo, right?
us and the guys went to Sonic Expo, and
I was not there.
the convention,
I'm
the
broke.
very first one, and they had it was Johnny Giuelli. They had a concert. And here's story time, by the way.
Mhm.
There were so many technical issues before the show that we waited in line for like 2.5 hours. It was pretty fucking long. And then but that's besides the point because the show starts and dude, he's still got it. I don't think he's lost his touch at all.
No, I don't think it's. I just think it's like everything else around around him and that music and like the band and stuff have kind of lost the touch. I just want SA1, SA2 Heroes Crush 40 back, you know?
Because they gotta start singing about kicking ass and being awesome again.
Exactly. Not
Cars.
Not a
which is how Johnny Giuelli got his start, I guess, but it's kind of weird how it comes full circle with like Cars and Sonic and Cars. Yeah, Greenlight Ride's not my favorite, but
no. But we'll one of these days we'll get back to it.
We'll get Sonic Adventure 3 and everything will be good.
Yes, everything will be peachy keen. Fuck. So I think Sonic has kind of Sonic is coming back in a big way. There was Prime, but no one watched Prime. No one on the team watched Sonic Prime, or has watched Sonic Prime.
I'm kind of waiting until it's over, but I'm gonna be honest. Like, I'm not really like, oh man, I can't wait to watch Sonic Prime. I remember when it was being announced, I was like excited.
Yeah, we talked about it a lot.
Mm-hmm.
We talked about it a lot over here, but we just never got around to sitting down and actually watching it. I saw the first 20 minutes of the first episode when it came out.
Mm-hmm.
I really liked what I saw. There's been a lot of talk about like Sonic's characterization in there, so we might have to check it out before we do one of those episodes.
Mm-hmm.
But it is what it is.
The fight scenes are cool that I've seen on like Twitter and stuff.
Yeah, everything is sick, but like there's just things that are missing.
What kind of killed it for me was the release fucking process. I hate when Netflix takes a single season show and cuts it up into like little tiny bits and like spreads the release out by like 3 years. I think it's so dumb.
And then
Sonic
Prime
Prime should have been a weekly show.
Yeah, exactly. And then they're fucking doing it with the they're doing that shit with the fucking Blu-rays as well. Like the fucking Blu-ray's only gonna have like 4 episodes on it.
Yeah, like fucking
that's
good
ridiculous.
Days.
It's ridiculous.
Remember when you would buy SpongeBob episodes on DVD and there's only like 3 on there?
There's only 3 on there, and it's like, but like, I guess since you're giving this to kids, it kind of like makes sense. But like, you know, I don't know what Sonic fans are buying.
I think it should have just been like a complete series Blu-ray. Just wait till the show finished and then
not done.
And it's not. And it's probably going to come out once the show is done anyway. So
Yeah.
I don't know.
In like 2 years, low key.
Yeah.
And they'll do the Boom complete series thing that they did, where it's like the complete series, but like that shit's going straight to the fucking bargain bin. I'm so dead ass. I saw like I think like the Boom like full complete series like box set came out, and then I saw it like immediately in the fucking thing. Actual insanity. But yeah, it is what it is.
Sonic is he's taken. I feel like 2023 was a good, like the end of 2022 and all of 2023 was like the 2 steps forward and 1 step back for Sonic.
But Sonic is back, and that's what I'm most happy about.
Yeah.
Is that it feels like we're slowly getting back to like the early 2000s where there was like, bam, new game, new show, new anime, new merch, new
ambition.
Yeah, we have like fucking, there's like Sonic toys on the shelves, even though they only seem to stock Sonic everywhere. If you go to a Walmart right now, the only thing you're gonna fucking see is Sonic, and maybe like a Cream the Rabbit,
and then
with no cheese,
and then a classic Sonic.
And then a classic Sonic. Oh, you might even, dude, you might luck out and you might find an infinite. Oh my god, can hold on. There has been, if you've ever been like a long time, if you've been a long time viewer of Figure 8, I've always made the joke about Sonic Forces Speed Battle. They made Sonic Forces Speed Battle, Sonic Forces Mobile, as it's called now. Infinite was not in the game for like 4 years.
Yeah, it took for fucking ever for bro to get into his own game.
That shit is crazy. Oh my god. But that, and now we're getting Infinite merch, which I think is crazy.
A year after, or a couple of years after the sting of Forces.
And there's been a lot of, actually there has been a pretty decent amount of Forces stuff. I played Sonic Forces Overclocked.
The mod,
yeah, a couple days ago. That's got like a bunch of people from Adrenaline dubs on it. It's great. The cutscenes are super cool. The levels are are good, but it's still Sonic Forces, so you're gonna get some of that jank there. It's okay. But that's about it. Just kind of going through stuff that we watched and enjoyed in 2023. The last episode we did was on Spider-Verse. The Spider-Verse, is it across?
Yes.
Is it across?
It was
the
across.
Spider-Verse? Across the Spider-Verse. We did a movie review on Across the Spider-Verse. If you want to check that out, there's probably going to be a card at some point in the video,
or in the comments, or
in the comments. I'll put a card just in case. But yeah, you can go check that out. That was a pretty good review. I enjoyed the movie. I can't wait for the sequel. I hope they fucking pay their animators.
Yeah, and give them vacation time and blowjobs and coke.
Yep. And
speaking of movies we didn't watch,
fucking Mario movie, dude.
Bro was like, we gotta do the reactions to the Mario movie, and we're gonna talk about it. And then he was like, I don't want to go see it.
I was broke. I was dead broke, and I just lost all interest in it. It was just,
here's my mini review right now. And it's alright.
That's what like I think like I've just heard from everybody. I was just like, it's all right, but it's not great. Yeah. And then we've been also just like as a friend group, we've just been watching a lot of like cool anime. Me, Seth, Ethan, and Donnie have been watching JJ Jujutsu Kaisen season 3 as it's come out. Season fuck. What am I talking about, bro? I'm faded. I'm already thinking about the culling game. That's crazy.
JJK season 2. I don't read the manga or nothing, so I had no clue what was gonna happen. And every week of that show, I was in amazement just of the pure like artistic like
show was
ability
crazy
that they put into every episode. Pay those animators, give them vacation time, blowjobs, and coke as well. Studio Mappa. But every episode just left me with like a sense of, oh my god, what do they do now? like the sense of dread every week was kind of a unique experience.
I just think that was really good. We also kind of watched Gundam Witch from Mercury. I think we started that in 2022.
We watched all of part 1, and then we were watching part 2 because we were watching that show week to week, and then life kind of got in the way of getting to watch it all.
And then we just kind of fell off of it.
We watched most of it. I think we only have like 6 episodes left.
Yeah, I think that show, from what I watched so far, is really good. I like the kind of spin on the Gundam format. I don't like traditional Gundam, like War Gundam. I like when you take like the Gundam concept and like kind of turn it on its head and put it in like you take the Gundams and you put them in a different anime. That is what I like.
You like G Gundam, and build fighters, and
because I grew up with because I didn't grow up with like fucking Gundam Wing or like Seed Destiny, or I grew up with G Gundam. Like I
see. Apparently, Seed is like it's like the typical like war Gundam. I think it's a lot more like shonen. It's a lot more like Jump-esque.
Yeah.
From what I hear, it's very much like power-ups and all that stuff.
I gotta check it out. Like, well, also like they just stopped putting Gundam on Toonami at a certain point, so there was that as well. Gundam kind of like became like an Adult Swim thing at a certain point. Probably because they couldn't censor it enough. Because they couldn't censor it enough.
Right.
To put it on after school.
See, kids, Toonami used to be on Cartoon Network, not Adult Swim.
And it used to come on after school. You would come home and Dragon Ball Z would be on. It's crazy. It's fucking insane. But yeah, we don't got that anymore.
No.
And speaking of like things that like you watch as a kid, Astro Boy kind of came back in a way this year.
And it's good.
with the Netflix anime Pluto. It's like a adaptation of a manga that adapts Astro Boy.
Yeah, it's I forgot his first name. His last name Urasawa. He made Monster.
Naoki
Urasawa, and he made like Monster and I think he also made he made a lot of stuff, and he's made a lot of like manga masterpieces, pretty much. And it's a kind of a gritty future noir like retelling of the strongest robot on Earth storyline in Astro Boy, and like it's I think we're only halfway through the show by the point we're watching this, but we're recording this, but every episode, like JJK season 2, has just been like, oh my god, what do we do now?
And they're long too, so it's like they're like an hour long a piece. So it's
like an 8-hour series.
So it's like fucking great. I grew up with like Astro Boy and shit. So, but like I've never like sat down and like properly watched like an Astro Boy series in years, because like as a kid you watch I watched the 2003 series like bits and pieces. And And for some reason,
Apparently, the Japanese version of that show is really fucking deep. Like, it's apparently it's really good.
And I grew up with the dub, which isn't that great. From what I've heard. But I haven't watched like the show dubbed in decades, so I don't remember anything.
That show came out in 2003, but they still did the classic, like, hand painted cell animation.
Yeah, I think it was the last, like, one of the last cell animated shows ever.
And every episode, I haven't watched it all, but from clips that I've seen, every single clip that I've seen, the quality never goes down, which is insane. Because I guess Tetsuwan Atom or Astro Boy is like it's like Mickey Mouse. There's no badly animated Mickey Mouse project. It's Mickey Mouse, you know. So it's the same kind of thing with Astro Boy over there.
Cultural institution.
Pillar of entertainment.
This is very off topic, but I just found out that MatPat is leaving Game Theory.
I just got that that DM from Ethan linking me the video.
we lost. We're losing people.
Dude, we're losing real ones.
We're losing real ones.
Wait, didn't he just sell off his company and it was like, we're doing this because we're gonna it's gonna make us focus on, you know, creating, and now he's leaving the internet.
Mm-hmm.
It probably did not pan out well.
Or it did.
I didn't watch the video, so I don't know.
Or it did. Who knows? But we're also, there's something else. Oh yeah, Sonic 3 and the Knuckles show were supposed to happen this year.
Sonic 3 was never going to happen this year.
The Knuckles show was supposed to happen this year, but then... Okay, so, for context, the actors and writers strike happened right as soon as we were supposed... Like, right that summer that we were supposed to, like, you know, start cooking, bro. So that
we had a lot of movie reviews planned, and then the strikes happened, which, if you don't know anything about, like, how the strike worked, it was basically, like everyone, like, in order to support the efforts, you pretty much had to stop kind of advertising Hollywood and Netflix and all that kind of stuff. We're not part of the actors or writers unions, so I don't think we would have been affected at all, because especially if it was like in a review kind of sense, but we were just playing it safe.
Yeah, so that was just kind of why we didn't do a lot of things related to official media, if that makes any sense. But yeah, that MatPat comment also has also dated this episode, but it's supposed to be dated. It's supposed to be dated.
Yeah, it's literally the beginning of 2024. That alone dates the video.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because I've been seeing a lot. Also, because I've just been seeing a lot of stuff about the Sonic movie recently. Apparently, the Sonic movie might be rated. Sonic 3 might be rated PG-13.
That's speculation, though.
That's speculation, but I want Maria's shot.
Oh my god!
On screen.
I remember back when before the first movie, when it was under Sony, it was supposed to be like a PG-13, like, action movie kind of thing. That might be interesting. I don't know. I don't think they would work. Speaking of Shadow and Sonic 3, and there's that fan-made Shadow short thing.
Our friend Boost of the channel was in it as well.
It's like a gun soldier, I think.
I haven't seen it. I'm probably gonna check it out I'm gonna check it out one of these days. It looks pretty cool. I've seen some scenes, but I haven't seen too much of it. But it looks sick.
Yeah, I just knew Boost was in it.
Yeah.
But yeah, it does look pretty cool.
Mm-hmm. And just there anything else we're looking forward to this year?
Looking forward to? I guess we got to look forward to, you know, just making new UA anime clubs, Lightspeed Flashes. We got some ideas. for those.
you might see an episode of Lightspeed Flash sooner than later.
Hopefully.
Yeah, hopefully. And we're trying to do more episodes of Finalhazard. This podcast that you're listening to right now. I know that 2023 was kind of was definitely a rough year to get just things out, but like I said earlier, we're cooking. We're gonna do it, and we're gonna pop off. Simple as that.
Basically, yeah. To
Yeah,
all my retail worker brothers and sisters, we
we
made it.
We made it.
We made it through the holiday season. Man.
Valentine's Day is next.
Oh, I think you mean Single Awareness Day, Matthew.
Fuck off.
Good old shit for brain spin Nash. Who let him in here? Who let him in here?
Oh god. We might also be trying to do. I'm gonna try to push for more live streams. I don't know if y'all fuck with the live streams, but we're gonna fuck with the. But y'all better fuck with the live streams. Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of fun stuff we could do with those.
Mm-hmm. And watch all of our watch that those banger Christmas videos that we dropped. Please.
All right, man. Now you just look like you're begging.
I am. But yeah, I think we did it. I think we're good. Thank you guys for watching. And remember to follow Figure 8 on all social media platforms. And join the Discord server to be notified whenever we post. Click the bell. Like, share, comment, subscribe. Do all that. Yeah.
And as always, see you next adventure.